We've seen unprecedented poor air quality in the DC area this summer due to wildfires in Canada. So how do we keep our families safe during these unusual times? Here with some answers is Dr. Nikki Vars-McCullough, a respiratory protection expert and part of 3M's personal safety division. Nikki, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. Well, we have definitely all seen and smelled some of the poor air quality that's associated with those wildfires. What are some other things that can contribute to poor air quality?
Yeah, as you mentioned, the wildfire smoke that's drifting in from other parts of the country are putting these really, really small particles into the air. But other things can contribute as well, like exhaust from cars and trucks, emissions from factories, even dust from roads and fields. And these very small particles can travel for many, many miles, hundreds of miles in the air.
A lot of people have been wanting to stay indoors, especially when we can see and smell some of the wildfire poor air quality. How can we protect ourselves indoors? What things can we do to keep the indoor air safe?
Yeah, when the outdoor air is poor, the number one recommendation really is to stay inside. And you want to try and keep the air in your home as clean as possible. And these particles are so small, they might get inside your home. So the best way to do that is to use filtration. If you've got an HVAC system, you want to get a high efficiency filter like a Filtrete filter, or you can use a room air purifier, and make sure that you're just running the fans all the time so the air is constantly being filtered and you're changing those filters routinely.
Those are great tips. Running those fans, that's a great one because most homes do have fans. And so it's good to keep those running. Now, for some families, they have to go outside for certain reasons. How can we keep our family safe when we need to go outdoors during these times?
Yeah, a lot of people have to go outside, whether it's getting kids to school, walking the dog, or people who have to work outside for their jobs. They have to be outside. One way is limit time outside, but another way is to use an N95 respirator mask. Many of us got used to these during the last 3 or 4 years. They fit over your nose and mouth and seal to your face, and they have filters in them too to filter out the very small particles. It's important that you pick one that fits your face and also that you use it properly. Really read those user instructions.
Right. Can you give an example of how people might use them improperly? Because you're right, we all as a nation got used to wearing them, but some of us saw people wearing them maybe incorrectly. So what does that look like when it's incorrect?
Yeah, it's really important that you use both straps. There's 2 straps. You need to put one on the top of your head and one on the back of your neck. And you need to form that nose clip. So you want to really press that metal clip down to your nose because these particles are so small. I mentioned they can sneak into your house, but they can also sneak around the edges. So 2 straps, bend that nose clip, and make sure it says N95 on the front of the respirator.
Thank you so much, Nikki.
Thank you.
Again, for all this information and more, head to 3m.com/wildfire safety.